What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video. Today we're here with Chainsaw Man episode 4. Last episode we found Meowie, we lost Meowie, and Power was also eaten. However, we got in a fight with the Bad Devil, ripped his stomach open on some like Levi type shit, and now I'm guessing we're gonna get Power back, Meowie back, hopefully. And finally nurture this budding friendship that we have between DENJI and Power that I really want to see more of. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. And if you have any suggestions, whether it be more Chainsaw Man or something totally different, the best place in that in is always my social media. Links gonna be in the description below. We also have Patreon if you want to see the full-length reactions to these episodes, not early because we watch this week to week, but the full-length reaction to these episodes are on Patreon, as well as everything else that we're doing on the channel. So if you with all that being said, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm already messing up. We also have Discord. With all that being said, let's get our headphones. Jesus, make sure they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. Sipping the blood out the Jesus, that is disgusting. My God, that's how you gotta be with these bitches. Bro, my dog needed like 17 showers. I think there's truly something to say about the level of sentience that Power seems to emanate or seems to portray. She's seen it as a resource for so long that she didn't realize how amazing it could be to just experience. The titties, the titties. I need to grip them. Oh, life is awesome for my dog. Yeah. Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck is that? But yeah, I think the friendship of Power and DENJI is going to be something really special. As I was saying, it's something to be said about the level of like sentience and like freedom of thought that Power has, since she is a fiend. You would think that she would be acting more on just like impulses and you know, just I'm a blood devil, so I want to you know, drink blood, consume blood, all this other stuff, and do everything that you would think a devil would do. And for a while she was doing that, but now we're seeing a Power that is a little bit more thoughtful. It's just interesting that like most devils are like this is, I am this devil, but Power is just Power. He was my man. What? Okay, just as we talk about that. Hey, post it up with one hand. Ooh, what the fuck? Okay. Oh my God, Map was showing the fuck out in like the first 5 seconds of the episode. The attention to detail is crazy. Okay. Shit. Hey. It doesn't take a lot. It doesn't need to be a lot, honestly. Bitch ass nigga. Oh. Oh. Oh God. I gotta get some titties in my hand before I die. He is serious though. I'm serious in this bitch. Oh God. Let's go. Nigga. Oh my God. Oh God, bro. Oh God. If I murderize you, that's actually real. That means that your dream wasn't shit. That's real. Holy fuck. Let's go. The dream battle. Oh my God, they are going insane. What the fuck? Oh my. Okay. Okay. Bro. 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 This. Oh my God, you piece of. Oh. Oh, nigga. This shit is great. Oh my God, this fight is amazing. Oh, this fight is amazing. Oh, oh, nigga, 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 eat all that. Oh fuck. What? What? Oh my God. He is out of it, bro. Holy fuck. Whoa. Damn, nigga, why is its animation so crazy on the food? Oh. A lot of people appreciate him. But here's the thing. What does that do for his power if people appreciate him instead of fear him? I would like this to be more of a yin and yang than a subordination. No. Aw, damn. Yeah, there you go. He'll keep it in mind. Right? Doesn't matter how trivial the dream seems to you. It is huge to him. And so are some titties. I respect it. They'll kill her before. Yeah, also true. Plus they'll kill her before she even tries anything, to be honest. Nice place you got here. Yeah. May have been a little out of the way we usually do it, but the job got done and relatively efficiently. Wonder why. Where's my dog? He's still at the... My God, this animation is crazy. Oh my God, the toothpaste, nigga? Yeah, Mappa just flexing on people now. They just flexing now. They just... Oh my God, they just flexing now. They're flexing now. Power. 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 No way. They're roommates. They were roommates. Vegetables are faulty. Oh my God. Carrot. Okay. What? What? Didn't eat her veggies either. Hey, shit, devil. Oh my God. Wait, think about it, wait. Okay. Okay. Now, is this an on? Okay. Now, is this a reoccurring? Is this indefinite? Like, okay. Now, okay, wait, Denji, take this. Wait. Take this into an account. And Cloverworks? That makes sense. Hey, okay. I'll fuck with it. God, the animation on this one is great. Okay. I love that one. I love that one. That one was great. That one was great. Oh, that was a fucking episode. That was a fucking episode. Holy shit. I mean, straight out of the gate, this episode was cooking. Straight out the gate, it was cooking. The animation, just like, we'll talk about the animation as a whole first of this episode. The animation was fucking incredible, and I mean incredible. The thing with Mappa is that their attention for detail is so good when it comes to animation. It's as I've said before, it's not like UFO Table where like everything is like super smooth and everything looks like it's in 60 FPS. You know, it's not like that, right? But what they do is that everything looks like it has a purpose, right? That's what Mappa does. That their fidelity is what puts them over the top. Is that everything looks like it has a purpose and everything consistently looks great. It's not like everything always looks incredibly Sakuga worthy. It's that everything consistently looks great for so long that you have no choice but to watch in awe, right? And that's what a lot of this episode was, is that even when they weren't fighting, everything was just looked so great that you had no choice but to just sit there and watch in awe. Have the fight with the leech devil was incredible. The moving parts of having a an enemy that basically has like tentacle powers is kind of hard to do without doing the rapid tentacle movement thing that you see a couple people doing sometimes, where like they will either draw after images of the tentacles, or they will draw the tentacles constantly in motion of like a squiggly line or some type of pattern, right? And there'll just be a bunch of them, and makes it look more complicated than it is, right? Whereas Mappa, they had the tentacles each moving in the frame, like in the frames of the shot. Like each tentacle was moving with a purpose, one, you know, either whether it was kiting him or it was on the offense or on the defense. There was purpose to the movement, right? The best thing about the animation here, for especially when it comes to Mappa, is that they use up a lot of the screen, right? Like each third of the screen, right? Like even like, and I'm no film student, I'm no like film what's the word, savant, I'm not. But what I've noticed with a lot of anime and movies in general too, right, is that the right third of the screen is either not used a lot, or it is used or it's used to the point where a focal point is like basically covering up that entire part, right? It's a peek behind the curtain. It's the reason why like making my thumbnails is either really really hard or really easy, because since I do it on the right side of the screen, that right third is either nothing's happening in there or something's taking up the entire space of that right third, and it makes it a little hard. Yeah. But point is that in this situation, it was being like, everything was being utilized. Like I said, when the tentacles were on the screen, it was kiting him over to like the offensive one and stuff like that. The fight was great, and even when it wasn't like the tentacles weren't the focal point of the fight, we could see Denji using up that screen by just straight up movement, right? And everything was so well used. The fidelity was great. Amazing episode, amazing animation wise, amazing episode. Even when even outside of the fight, just seeing Aki walk around at night, and the cityscape was done really well. Usually in anime and in movies too, TV show, whatever, usually you get the cityscape and it's like this fluorescent blue, and that's because you get this fluorescent blue with like other like splashes of other like violet kind of colors, and really do that because it's a really easy way to make the city look really pretty, right? It works, right? Just because something's formulaic doesn't mean that it doesn't work, but because that works really well. Using that fluorescent blue along with like purples and yellows and like really deep colors, right? It works really well. But with Chainsaw Man, the city is all like a dingy orange, like that. I forget what that kind of light's called. I can't remember, but it's a very dingy kind of orange, yellowish kind of color. But everything's so uniform and well lit, and just the colors pop off of the darkness of the night and just the city in general, so well that everything looks beautiful, even with it all being so uniform. It's different because you don't really get that color a lot with cityscapes, but the cityscape looked amazing. It looked warm and inviting, right? Those warm kind of lights are rarely used, but they used it, and they used it with so much I just don't know the word, right? And then even outside of that, watching Aki cook or eat or whatever, doing laundry, normal shit. He was measuring out the laundry crack. The detergent was measured out, and I was like, wow, the anime, making coffee, cracking eggs, chopping onions, whatever, it was all looking great. Like, they did a great job with the anime. I usually don't talk about animation a lot with, or at least not for a prolonged amount of time with shows, because I'm not really an animation snob. I don't care. Your anime could look like shit, and if it's entertaining, I'm going to like it, right? But dear God, when somebody does something great, I have to talk about it. And this is, they did this really right. It's great. This is great. But outside of just the animation stuff like that, really enjoyed this episode because as we talked about during the OP, there's something to be said with power, and maybe this is something that I probably should have talked about. Like, honestly, I probably should have picked up on this at the beginning introduction of Power's character, but Power seems more. I said sentient before, but I feel like that's the wrong word to. That's like the wrong word to use. Power seems more human than most demons, right? And I don't mean that in like a oh, she she has her own personality and stuff like that. I don't, yeah, she does, but Power seems more like, how do I explain this? When we fought the Bat Devil was just the Bat Devil, right? Like that was the name for the devil, right? And even Makima said in the last episode that each devil is born with a name. That is just what they were, literally born with that name. That is what they are. That's it's the Bat Devil, it's the Leech Devil, it's the Sea Cucumber Devil or Tomato Devil, something to that effect, right? With Power, she's just Power. She was the Blood Devil. Now, granted, the Power is a fiend, so there's a difference there, because since Power is a fiend, meaning that she is a devil that merged, or possessed, I should probably say, a devil that possessed a corpse. That could be the reason why Power is a little bit different from other devils, is that a fiend, since they merge with a corpse, they become a little bit more, they get a little bit more individuality than other devils. But it's just that, like, in Power, well, yeah, it's just weird calling her Power, knowing that she was a devil, and knowing exactly which devil she was, right? Even if we didn't know which devil she was, it would make more sense calling her Power, because, like, well, I can't refer to you as the devil that you were, so I have to give you a name. Whereas we could definitely refer to Power as, hey, Blood Devil, or whatever, but we don't. We refer to her as Power. Power refers to herself as Power. And you would think that a person like Power, with the attitude and personality that Power has, you would think that Power would call herself the Blood Devil. She will refer to herself as the Blood Devil, but she doesn't. She refers to herself as Power. So it's something interesting to see devils gain individuality through this possession of a human corpse, right? But even then, we see devils kind of have some sort of societal standards as well, with the Leech Devil saying, hey, I was dating the Bat Devil, like, we were a couple. that isn't that doesn't seem like something you would expect from the type of devils that we're dealing with. You would expect that from something a little bit more humanoid, but these things aren't. They don't even look, a lot of them don't look anywhere close to humanoid. So seeing that these devils have these have kind of the same societal standards as humans, while a lot can be applied or can be implied for on the side of the devils, like, oh, what could this mean for the devils? What I think and what I'm more interested in is like, what does this imply for humans, right? If devils can act human, do human things, and participate in human activities such as dating, how easy would it be for a devil in any situation, right? How easy would it be for a devil to integrate? Like, the only thing that's stopping a devil from, what I'm trying to say is, the only thing that's stopping a devil from integrating into human society is their look, is what they look like. Power is a great, like, once again, going back to Power, she's a great example. Is that if we didn't see the horns and we didn't see her create blood weapons, we would think that Power is just a normal human being, or at least, you know, anime standards. For anime standards, Power would just be a normal human being. So it's something to be said on the side of the humans, how easy it would be to integrate into just devil or human society as a devil. Now, does that mean that there are will it be like Attack on Titan, where, oh shit, there are devils among us and we don't really know who it is? Yeah, it could be. It definitely could be. I mean, we don't really know what devil exists, and there could be a bunch of different devils. Like, somebody could be as we said, I think it was last episode, they're talking about America or something like that. There could be a fucking gun devil, and you know, we would have a problem with that. So the creativity for devils, it has no cap to it. And because of that, it would be easy for us, or it would be easy for the show to explain how a devil could integrate into human society, and more scary enough, integrate into public safety. So yeah, it says a lot for the devils, and more on the human side, that the devils can be, or can at least join in on human things that humans do, I guess. But yeah, there's that. One thing that I really liked about this episode was everybody kind of being down on Denji's goal of just fondling titties. Like, it sounds stupid, right? And I think here's the thing. I don't know if this is also something that I've said in the last couple of discussions, but I think that it's really easy for a lot of people to look at Denji's goal and say, oh, he just wants to grab titties. Like, that's kind of boring, right? Like, that's stupid, or that's boring, or ew, that's, you know, that's dumb, or you know, I don't know, right? A lot of people could see that goal negatively, and I'm talking about from a meta perspective. As a viewer, I'm sure that a lot of people see that goal of, I just want to cop a feel, as something as boring or tired or too perverted to watch. So they could see that as that, right? Like, I want to watch somebody whose family died, or like, why doesn't he harp more on you know, his dad hanging himself, or his mom dying, or anything like that. You know, why does he gain any why does he gain any strength from that? And I get why they would say that, right? But here's where you're wrong. Here's where you're wrong. People's dreams, people's goals, and people's aspirations will never and almost never completely align with yours. And I don't think a lot of people need me to explain that, right? Not everybody strives for the same thing that you strive for. And on top of that, not everybody takes things as seriously as you do. Now, if that's not your thing, then fine, right? But some people, and especially people like DENJI, who don't have a lot, did not have a, and honestly, not only didn't have a lot, damn near had nothing. Like, he was sharing a piece of bread with his chainsaw dog for the day, and that was his food. Somebody told him to eat a cigarette for what was the equivalent of $1, and he did that because that was going to feed him. That was going to feed him for the day. DENJI doesn't know touch, love, you know, friends, things like that, right? And as people, as like anime viewers, a lot of people, we watch a lot of anime and we see the people who are like, you killed my entire clan and that's why I'm about to go crazy on you in this fight, or I want to be the new number one whatever, I want to be the top whatever, I want to be the leader of this, you know, I want to change this part of the world, I want to be more mindful of this kind of like these kinds of problems. We are so, I think that there is something to say about the anime market being oversaturated with MCs that are so fucking serious. And this is coming from me, like this is coming from me who love, like I am a shonen slut. Get that, understand that first. I am a shonen slut. So having MCs who want to be the next ninja president, or want to be the number one hero, or want to avenge their dead clan, or want to destroy the world. If you know, you know, like serious MCs, I love them. But that doesn't mean that it's not oversaturated. Even the MCs that you think are like goofy and are like, oh my god, you know, he's so quirky. Oh my god, look at him being so quirky. Like even those MCs, you think they're goofy. Their personality is goofy. Their goals are not. So for DENJI, it's a little different. This is a breath of fresh air for me. This is a breath of fresh air because he is basically saying your goals do not need to be serious in order for you to be serious about them. Because everybody takes different things, like everybody takes different things serious. Everybody has a different type of importance on different things. For Aki, it's his family. Of course, he's gonna be driven by his family being killed by demons. That's what he knows. That he grew up with a family. His family got killed by demons. That's his driving force. For Power, it's kind of more straightforward than Aki. Power being a devil and kind of acting on instinct, but then finding what am I trying to say? But then finding something to care about with Meowie, you know, that's what drives Power, right? And for a lot of other I'm not even just an anime, but just people in this world, I'm sure like we'll find other characters who have uh you know, goals and aspirations that are pretty damn serious. Oh, my mom was sent to the slave factory, and you know, like, yeah, okay, get it. Yeah, I understand, like that's some serious shit. You take it very serious. But you know, even for the leech devil, you killed my boyfriend. That's serious. Like, we wanted to rule the world and eat all the humans. That's some grand shit. And then there's little Denji, who's just like, I just want to grip on some on at least some C cups. You know what I'm saying? I'm just with it. You know, that seems stupid to a lot of people, but for Denji, it's very serious. And I know that sounds dumb for me to take something like that serious, but it is serious to him. Denji doesn't have any. He didn't grow up with anything. If anything, Denji is the most realistic. He is the most realistic MC that I have seen outside. I can't even say that. Like, Denji is just one of the most realistic MCs that I've ever seen, because he was born with nothing. He doesn't want a lot. Yeah, it's cool to have aspirations, but not everybody has huge aspirations. Denji doesn't need them. He just want to grab on some titties. That's all. That's all. He just want to grab on some titties. And that's understand. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. It's great. So when Denji has this, and I really love this, is when Denji has this conversation mid-fight with the leech demon, and the leech demon saying like, yo, my aspirations were, my dreams with the bat demon were that we were gonna eat everybody, all of humanity, and it was gonna be great, it was gonna be grand, all this other stuff. And Denji saying, well, my dream is just that I want to grab some titties, and he's about to beat your ass over it. When you think about it, as he says, if I am more serious in this fight, if I am serious to the point that I kill you in this fight, what does that mean for your dream? Because if you were really serious about this dream, if this dream was that important to you, you won't get killed here. And while Denji did get bailed out in this fight, he got bailed out hard in this fight. I won't put it past Denji that he might have killed that bitch. It wasn't looking good for him, and it really didn't, but he might have killed her. So there is something to be said about that, is that it doesn't matter how stupid your dream seems to other people. If you're serious about it, it doesn't matter. That's it. That's your dream. That's your goal. Do it. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how stupid it seems to other people. And I think that's something that a lot of I say a lot of like young people growing up should understand, even though this is probably not for this, not even probably, this is definitely not for younger people, but this is something that I wish that anime would kind of explain to me when I was growing up watching anime, and be like, oh, my dream has to be something so fucking grand. I have to be the president of Konoha in order to do something great with no. Denji's like, bro, just do something that you really love. That's it. You know, like it, you know, you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. But as I said, Denji definitely got bailed out in this fight for Aki. It looked amazing. It seemed like he made a deal. I think he said he made a deal with the devil where he sacrifices a little bit of his blood and eventually his skin, which I guess that's now a third way that you could merge or like make a pact with a devil, right? Where, you know, we have Power, who is a corpse possessed by one. Denji, who is a little bit more, his pact was a little bit more charitable, so it made it a different situation, a more unique situation. And then you have Aki, who made a literal pact, contract kind of thing with the devil, and him being his being a little bit more transactional. So it's cool to kind of open up the floodgates with the kind of relationships you could have with the devils, and Aki's being kind of cool with him being a wolf and stuff like that. It's just great. But with Aki being a little bit more receptive to Denji, and him being like, yo, you gotta start taking this seriously, like, let me show you what to do, right? Like, let me point you in the right direction. So just start doing what I say do, right? And for Denji, he's like, I'll consider it. And that's exactly what I wanted. I don't need Aki putting Denji on the straight and narrow, because there's a lot of situations I can think of where Denji would be right 100% over Aki. And there's a lot of scenarios where Aki would be right 100% over Denji. So it's better for them to have this yin and yang relationship whenever they're working together, rather than one trumping the other. Now granted, there's a lot that Denji could learn from Aki, like, no doubt, but there's also a lot that Aki could probably learn from Denji, whether it's in combat or not. So when Maki was like, are you a little different? You seem a little bit more flexible. There you go. Maybe flexibility is something that Aki needs in his life. He seems very, this is what I do. And even in that great, that amazing, like, stretch of animation with Aki just doing normal shit, you can even see, like, it kind of like shows you his day to day, and he does it with so much precision. You can see that this is what he does every day. Just that amount. Okay, cool. Which you're supposed to do with laundry anyway, but still, just everything they made that whole scene seem so monotonous, while making it entertaining by giving you just great animation. But they make you understand how monotonous everything is. Reading the paper, going outside, opening the window, all this other stuff, to show you that Aki is very by the book, very, very robotic in his tendencies. So having somebody like Denji and now Power, Aki can learn a thing or two about being flexible. Flexibility is very important in life, whether it's just in regular day-to-day life or in combat. You're gonna need some flexibility, because being in too much of a routine can definitely get you killed in combat. Do not do that. Do not do that, because there's times that call for audibles. Sometimes you need an audible. If you don't know how to call an audible, you're fucked. You're fucked. So this is a really good relationship, having Aki, Denji, and now Power, who is all over the fucking place, all joined together. We also got a couple more characters. I'm sure we'll learn more about them later, but for now, cool, adding more characters. But yeah, this is exactly what he needed. Now, lastly, my dog got it. He got it. Finally getting to grip on some titties. And it was great. Now, as I said, you get three. She said he gets three squeezes. You got it first. You got to get the right gripping motion, right? Okay, you got to get the right gripping motion. Okay, all right. You have to savor it. You only have three for now, at least. You only have three for now. I'll get to that. You have three, so you got to get the right gripping motion. Okay, and you got to savor it. Now, here's what I will say about it. Um, if this is transactional, does this mean that every time that Denji does something for power, this is how she will repay him? And if so, fun. It sounds weird. It sounds it sounds yeah, it sounds weird, but this could actually be a really good way for them to bond. Like this could be like for power. You have to realize that for power is a little bit different. Like while she does seem human, she's more humanoid than human. So to power, this might be just bonding. Like, and I can see a great friendship between Denji and Power. You know, beginning from both of them wanting something from the other, or needing something from the other, where Power, needed some help. Denji provided that help, and Power's like, well, I mean, I got titties, so I can offer that. So yeah, and as we spent like the first 20 minutes of this discussion talking about like how different Denji and Chainsaw Man is simply by being normal, this works. I know it sounds like I know it sounds and it seems goofy, but this works. It works. Like power is so straightforward. Denji just being like, yo, I help you out in fights and all this other stuff. I just need to get a couple grips in every time that I help. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. That's a great starter. Does it happen in anime? Not really, but god damn it, Chainsaw Man seems to be breaking the mold for minor storytelling in a way that not a lot of anime breaks the mold, simply by just being normal. There is no like yes, it has that over the top anime thing, like vibe to it, but funny enough, this is just a normal thing. Like it makes sense. It makes sense. Any other anime would have been like, don't touch me, nigga. Like they would have found a reason not to do it. For this anime, for Chainsaw Man, this is a springboard for their friendship, for this flourishing friendship that they have. So it's great, and it makes sense. It just makes sense. It's great. Chainsaw Man just does a fan-fucking-tastic job of making this all believable. Just an amazing anime. I'm not gonna lie. This is great. This episode was fantastic. I could not ask for more from an anime. It's great. Like as I said in the beginning of not even before watching this anime and just reacting to the trailer, I don't need this anime to tell a philosophical story of humans and why we exist. I don't need to come out of these episodes thinking that I've learned a little something about like some existential shit, or like some. I don't need to come out of these episodes thinking that I'm some sort of intellectual. I don't. I need to be told a believable and entertaining story. And throughout 4 episodes so far, they ain't done nothing but tell me a believable and absolutely entertaining story. Perfect. So far, this anime's been perfect for me. Great. Love it. Animation, 10 out of 10. Love it. It's just amazing. But that is about it. This was all really, really good. I'm enjoying myself watching this shit. It's all great. But if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Chainsaw Man or something totally different, the best place in that in is always my social media. Link's gonna be in the description below. And if you want the full length reaction to these episodes, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Link's gonna be in the description for that as well. We also have Discord if you want to talk more anime or pretty much anything else that we're watching or doing on the channel. So with all that being said, get my off button ready. There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.